And with approximately 16 minutes gone in the first half of the varsity soccer match between the Arlington Spy Ponders and the Eagles of BC High, the score is 0-0. Arlington's had a couple of chances in the BC High end. No strong shots on goal, but they've had more of the play in their offensive half to this point in the game. So far, it's been a hard-fought game. A lot of players landing on the ground. Safe to say that Arlington seems to be the more undersized team of the two. They're going to try and rely on skill today to defeat the larger BC High team. Refs seem to be letting them play today. Clint Garrahan there on the ball. Max McCursey here. Gets it forward, looking for Francesco Valagusa. Miles Lehman will challenge here. Does a nice job keeping the ball in the BC High offensive half. Throw in by BC, looking long. Adrian Black on it and gets it away. Headed back in by BC. And then out again. Big ball up in the air here. BC High forward not able to control it. And Max McCursey looks to send this one out. Mustafa Aya challenges and does manage to get it up to Francesco Valagusa. Francesco still fighting for it. And BC High looks to clear. BC keeps it in on this far side. Backheel pass. And BC continues to move forward. And that ball out of bounds. Looked like that could have been called offsides. It wasn't. And Arlington fortunate that the shot was wide. Arlington had a couple of chances there to tackle, but was not able to complete the deal. And BC got a shot off. Ben Wasco here, the keeper for Arlington, gets the kick up. Tommaso Valagusa on it now, turns it, looking for Miles Lehman. Gets his foot on it again. Lloyd Cleary looking for Mustafa Ayan. BC passes back. Francesco Valagusa challenges. Neither team has substituted to this point, so both starting teams are in. For Arlington, that's keeper Ben Wasco. Left defender, Clint Garrahan. Next to him on the back line, Max McCursey. Adrian Black. And Peter Mitri on the right back. Pass here by Francesco Valagusa. Nice tackle made by BC High as he was looking for a backdoor pass to Phineas Santello. In the middle, Lloyd Cleary, number 13, right there on the ball. Next to him, number 17, Tommaso Valagusa. Here goes Clint Garrahan down the side. Looks to get the ball off. Nice job by Clint to come up from the defensive spot. And the third midfielder for Arlington is number 4, Mustafa Ayad. He and Tommaso Valagusa are senior co-captains with the right winger for Arlington, number 8, Phineas Santello. In the middle, number 11, Francesco Valagusa, heading there for the ball. And the left winger would be number 6, Tommaso Valagusa. Overall play has been pretty even for the first 20 minutes. Looks like number 20, Dominic Black, will be coming in. He's the twin brother of defender number 23, Adrian Black. BC High looks to get it forward. Max McCursey looks to send this one long to Tommaso Valagusa. Tommaso stays on the ball nicely. Sends that one over to the middle, not able to get it through. His brother Francesco challenges, and there's a foul called here. Looks like the keeper from BC will be taking a lot of the goal kicks. And also the direct kicks from the back. Lloyd Cleary has come back here, helps out well. Gets a left foot on the ball, sends it up forward. Looking for Francesco Valagusa. That ball called off of him. Looks like it could have gone either way. Don Black comes in for Phineas Santello. And Andreas Cuellar, number 1, in for Mustafa Ayad. Peter Mitri challenge there. Ben Wasco will pick this up. Big punt Ben will now show what he can do. Well, not his best job. Ben is the first keeper, as far as we know, in Arlington history to have scored a goal with a punt. Did that earlier this year in a game against Wakefield. He had some wind at his back, as he does right now, and sent a ball that took a fortunate bounce and went in. Throw in here. Headed out well by Max McCarthy. Max is the tallest player on the team at about 6'3". And Miles Lehman comes over there. First corner kick of the game will go to BC High. Arlington needs to match up smart. Make sure they put some height on height. BC is stacking at the top of the box. Their players are going to be making a run. Ben Wasco readies for it. Players come in. Low ball, actually, not a high one. Bouncing up in the air. Sent into the middle. And over to Don Black, who will be able to turn and head out. Sends it out long, and it'll be a throw-in. Ball is now out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for Arlington. Thrown by Peter Mitri, off the head of Don Black. And again, off Don Black's head, over to Andreas Cuellar. He's pushed off the wall by BC. Max McCarthy sends this one out to Tommaso, then to Dom. He's looking forward for Francesco. Lloyd Cleary was. Peter Mitri sends this back into the BC end. Lloyd Cleary. Couple of back passes. Tommaso Valagusa is looking for Miles Lehman here. Miles is outsized by the defender on his side, but nobody has to doubt Miles' heart. Does a nice job there, fighting for the ball. He's arguing with the ref a little bit. Feels like he's getting bodied a lot. Miles isn't going to get those calls, and important to not agitate the ref. Tommaso Valagusa went hard at the ball there, and a foul was called on him. This one, Adrian Black headed it up to his brother Dom. Last game Arlington played was against Lexington High. We definitely saw more elements of the beautiful game there. A lot of ground passing. Here the ball is spending a lot of time bouncing around. Not a lot of control shown by either team to this point. And by example, long ball sent out here by BC. BC's definitely not looking to build from the back. And both teams engage in a number of substitutes. Tiago Gomes, number 25, has come in for Miles Lehman. And immediately touches the ball off the throw from Clint Garrahan. Mustafa Ayad has come back into the game, giving a break to Lloyd Cleary in the middle. This ball sent up and out again by BC. BC seems to play a very conservative defensive mindset. When I coached youth soccer, we referred to it as when in doubt, kick it out. Francesco Valagusa on the ball, looking for some help, trying to get around the corner. He's got to the corner, gets the ball into the middle. Andreas Cuellar challenged, and this will be a throw-in. Francesco Valagusa will take the throw-in. Ball's popped up in the air. Don Black did a good job to get his head on it first. This one hits the ground before Peter Mitri gets to it. Now Max McCursey uses his height. He's knocked over by a player from BC jumping into him, and the foul is called. Definitely seeing a strong tendency by BC to leap into people. Refs are calling some, but letting a lot of these go. Arlington needs to not respond in kind. They're not built for that kind of game. This ball's bouncing around. Still up in the air. BC player heads it out. Peter Mitri on it. But BC controls and is heading the other way. Mustafa Ayad looks to challenge. Is called for a foul as he made contact with the player. And BC works it off the back line to one of their defenders. Tiago Gomes challenges. BC comes away with it. Tommaso Valagusa now challenges. This ball sent forward. Mustafa Ayad sends it the other way. And Arlington looks to pressure. Good job by Don Black. He's gotten pushed in the back. Gets this ball over. And a goal is scored first. Don Black gets it over to Francesco Valagusa. Great job by Don Black staying with that, stripping the defender of the ball, and then touching it to Francesco Valagusa in the middle, who finishes with a hard right shot to the right side. 1-0 Arlington with 10 minutes left in this game.
Arlington goal by Francesco Valagusa.
Francesco is one of the two high scorers on the team. His brother, Tommaso Valagusa. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have a friendly sibling rivalry going to see who's going to end the season with the most goals. And they're pretty close right now. Tommaso scored the goal in the last game, a 1-1 tie with Lexington. And if my rough count is accurate, he still leads his brother Francesco by 1. And a timeout has been called by BC. As you can see, the BC High Stadium is right here on Boston Harbor. You can see some of the developments in the distance. And if you look in the other direction, you can see the skyline of Boston. So really a very nice place to come for a game. It's about 50 degrees out. There had been more wind earlier, but it's calming down now. And we have a very pleasant late fall day here, October 29th. For a soccer game. And BC High comes back on the field. Arlington is being told by the ref they need to get back on the field. And they do. Looks like a couple of substitutions have been made for Arlington. Number 8, Phineas Santello, who has come back in the game. Francesco Valagusa, who scored, will take a sub. Miles Lehman has moved to the striker position for Francesco Valagusa, number 6, and Don Black has switched from the right side to the left side. Throw-in coming here from BC. I expect this to be a big one. They've shown a couple of long throw-ins. This one is headed right into the middle. Arlington needs to get this out. The other day they scored first and early against Lexington. And Lexington scored, and they scored with approximately 1 minute into the game. And Lexington scored 2 minutes later. And that's how the game ended, 1-1. So important that Arlington stay focused, having just scored. A long way to go in this one. 9 minutes left in the first half. And Max McCarthy takes this kick, gets it out. Andreas Cuellar looks to touch it. Tommaso Valagusa has been pushed in the back. That is called by the refs. Tommaso Valagusa will take this kick. Nope, Mustafa Ayad will. Phineas Santello looked to flick that on. Miles Lehman from his striker position heads over. Max McCarthy has come up for the kick, gets it out to Phineas Santello on the right. Phineas gets it up to Miles Lehman. Well, PC High does a nice job of tackling there. Oh, and that player is tripped by Miles Lehman as he was trying to get around him. And the keeper will take a free kick. It's up over halfway, off of Adrian Black to Phineas Santello. Phineas has the ball, looks to go fast around the right side. He's got it. He's around the right side, looks to go in, sees Don Black. Oh! Don Black did get a foot on that. Nice cross. It was a bouncing ball. Those are always tough to keep in control. Easy to get under, and Don Black did just get under that one a little bit too much and put it over the crossbar. Phineas Santello has definitely shown some success beating the left back from BC around the side. He's had a couple of crosses into the middle. And Ben Wasco uses his height and skill to pull that one out of the air. This ball's bouncing. And it goes behind everyone. Phineas Santello looks for the quick throw into Miles Lehman. And it pays off with a throw-in from deep inside BC territory. Phineas Santello likes to use his long throw-in as almost a corner kick. Send the ball into the box and see if some chaos can be created. Great to have a target like Don Black. Shown strong leaping ability. Don Black, nice job of signaling that he wanted the ball over the top. This ball bouncing around. Tomasa Velagusa heads this one forward, looking for Miles Lehman. BC does a nice job of controlling it there. Heading out. Oh, great interception by Andreas Cuellar. And BC has won that back. Good job by Andreas Cuellar to stay on that, though. Throwing for Arlington. Santello again uses his cannon, looking for Miles Lehman. He's got him in the box. Nice job. His ball's bouncing around. Miles looks to cross it, and Mustafa Ayad was tripped there coming up for that. He would have loved to take that. Great shot by Tommaso Velagusa. Forces the keeper to push it over the top. Arlington made the most of that. Great strike by Tommaso. He has a cannon for a foot and great accuracy. Corner kick coming here from Miles Lehman. Max McCursey comes into the box. This one's bouncing. Phineas Santello looks to control it. Miles Lehman has the ball. Ball sent into the middle. Bounces up in the air. Off Phineas's head. BC looks to clear it. Adrian Black sends it into the middle. Push in the back again. Don Black on the ball. Gives it to Phineas Santello. He's told to tira by some of our... he takes another shot, and that one the keeper is able to control. Arlington looking to keep the offensive pressure up. They know that a 1-0 lead is nothing that they can rest on. Another foul called on BC. I've certainly lost track here. The foul's called. I do think it's good that the refs have picked up the calling of fouls. It will keep everybody safe today in what looked initially like it could be a rather physical game. Long ball coming in. Bounce in the front. Don Black looked to get that one off. Adrian Black now with the ball. And this will be a throw in for Arlington. Thiago Gomes with the ball. Sees Andreas Cuellar. Andreas looks to control it. Gets it back to Adrian Black. Don Black looks to turn a corner here. Does a nice job. He's been playing very strongly. Don Black going towards the goal. He's definitely got an offensive mindset. Both he and his brother Adrian are juniors. They will be important pieces for the rest of this year and into next year for Arlington. Miles Lehman with the ball. Adrian Black now. Up to Don Black. Don back to Adrian. Nice to see the brothers working so well together. Thiago Gomes looks to get it over. Does to Phineas Santello. Phineas looks to turn the corner again. He's in. Tira. And he puts the ball in the net. Great shot by Phineas Santello.
Amazing shot.
Amazing shot. As he put that one in the net.
Great hustle goal.
With under 2 minutes left, Phineas got around the corner. Unclear whether he was looking to cross or shoot there.
Arlington goal by Phineas Santello.
This will make Phineas's mother very happy. It is her birthday today. And again, looking to put pressure on BC. Arlington sends it into the box.
Way to go, Jeremiah! Did you see that shot by Santello? Come on, guys, get one back.
This ball forward from Phineas Santello up to Andreas Cuellar. And goes out the back end. Long kick coming out. Phineas Santello heads it back forward. Looking for number 5, Jeremiah Jacob Dolan. Jeremiah Jacob Dolan runs into the keeper. That's a battle Jeremiah is not likely to win. Very large keeper here. And foul called on Arlington that time. The ref doesn't seem to mind that the player just took 5 extra yards on that kick. And great job there by Peter Michi. Getting over to the ball. BC's hustling with under 2 minutes left. Looking for a long throw in. Important that Arlington stays focused and gets this ball out. Don't want to give up a goal late here in the half. And Arlington would do best to take their time here and hope that the whistle gets blown. So far, this has been an awfully long 2 minutes, and indeed, the whistle does blow there for the first half. Arlington leads by a score of 2-0 against the Eagles of BC High. Goals scored by Francesco Valagusa and Phineas Santello. We will see you here in the second half on ACMI Sports. And as we get ready to start the second half of this game between the Arlington Spy Ponders and the Eagles of BC High, Arlington has a 2-0 lead. And we'll start with the ball here. Tommaso Valagusa on the ball. He gets it out to Clint Garrahan. Clint Garrahan controls it. And a foul is already called. So refs have gone to a very conservative approach in this game. I think that benefits Arlington, as they are definitely not the bigger physical team of the two. BC looks to use some speed here to get up forward. And a nice job done by Max McCursey to box out the charging player. Clint Garrahan, strong throw in, coming. Knocked out of bounds, and he'll take another one. This time, like to see him aim for the head of an Arlington player. And that one came in and went out quickly. BC has the throw in. Miles Lehman does a good job of winning out. That the BC Higher was looking for an extra 10 yards for them to throw. Throwing comes. And it will again be BC's. Mustafa Ayad came over to help on the defense there. Big throw in into the middle. Bounces in front, bounces up high. It's a wall of Arlington players did their best to keep it out of the net. After Ben Wasco went up for it and was not able to get his hands on it. And that was a close call. Arlington has escaped, at least for the moment. Francesco Valagusa gets, Tommaso Valagusa gets this one up to his brother Francesco, or is looking for him. Mustafa Ayad there in the middle. Adrian Black pops this one up. Tommaso Valagusa controls it and looks to send it up to Phineas Santello. Phineas Santello is now in a race for the ball. BC touches it back. This one here is controlled still by BC. And Tommaso Valagusa intercepts. He has the ball. He sees his brother. Nope, he cuts back to the middle. And BC now gets it out to their side. Clint Garrahan Gets a foot on it. Puts it back into the BC end. Ball's bouncing around. Not the most beautiful version of soccer. Max McCursey sends it out of bounds. And a throw in for Arlington. Clint Garrahan up to Francesco Valagusa. He lets the ball go past him.
Where's the help?
And this is going to be a corner kick for Arlington, as Francesco Valagusa did a good job to pressure that. Corner kick coming in here from Francesco Valagusa. It's bounced around the middle. Tommaso Valagusa looks to get a foot on it, and it will be another corner kick. This one looks like it's going to be taken by Miles Lehman. Phineas Santello comes up short, and Phineas will take this corner kick. Ball comes in hard and low. Arlington looks to get a body on it. BC sends it out. Adrian Black has it. Touches it up to Phineas. Phineas looks to backheel it to Dom. And Mustafa Ayad called for the foul there as he bodies the player. Mustafa has very solid, strong frame. A lot of time players make contact with him and they do go down. BC looks to turn the corner. Nice job there by Clint Garrahan getting it out. And that was a foul called after Clint cleared the ball. BC player came through his leg, knocked him down. Tommaso Valagusa will use his strong foot to take the kick into the wind now, which is starting to pick up again. And we'll be going against Arlington for this second half. Tommaso, nice ball, gets it up over half field. Phineas Santello looking for it, finds it. Tried to get it through to Max McCursey. Max McCursey needs to get back to his regular position, which is as a center fullback. He does like to range. And again, big strong kick by Tommaso Valagusa. BC player challenged. They control it. Passing along their back line. Look to get it out to the side here. Controlled by their forward. Peter Mitri challenges. And BC does a good job of working along the side here. And that's out of bounds. BC throws it in quickly. And Tommaso Valagusa up to Mustafa Ayad. Mustafa gets it in the middle to Miles Lehman. Miles looks for a through ball to Phineas Santello. It's a foot race. And the keeper gets there first. But it will be a throw in for Arlington. Smart play by Miles Lehman. Phineas Santello was rushing to it. Keeper was able to get there first. Big throw-in likely coming here. Arlington has nobody short. Throw-in's up, it's in the middle. Tommaso Valagusa, using his very solid heading skills, does manage to turn that, but put it up over the crossbar. Tommaso and Phineas are co-captains. They played together for a long time. Phineas knows that Tommaso can head the ball very well. I think that was his target. And they managed to get a ball going towards the goal just a little high. Miles Lehman looks forward to Francesco Valagusa. And BC conservatively plays it out. Send back in. Max McCursey challenging here. Lloyd Cleary comes in with a nice job of volleying that ball away. And this one as well. Francesco Valagusa challenging up front. Long ball sent in here by BC. They do have a target. And they're looking to go through. Don Black does a great job of getting this ball out. And no foul called. BC maintains control. Ball passed along the back line by BC. And the BC player gets through here. But Arlington, with some gang tackling, gets the ball through. Miles Lehman just not able to get to that one. Good attempt by Tommaso Valagusa to get it to him. And it's a throw in for BC. Arlington keeps this on the field. It's approximately 10.5 minutes gone here in the first half. Score remains 2-0. Arlington has been doing a good job of gang tackling. They need to keep that up and continue to put pressure forward. They cannot sit back and just let BC move into their defensive half. BC players seem to do a nice job here of checking to the ball on throw-ins. Lloyd Cleary on the ball again, does a great job of getting his foot on it before anybody can get to it. Ball's bouncing up in the air. This one through here. And it will be a goal kick. Clint Garrahan, number 3, was defending there. He's certainly putting in a good day's work. He's got a fight on his hands there, and so far he's been up to the task. Another great ball out by Tommaso Valagusa. Foul, I believe, called on a BC player. And Miles Lehman takes it, gets it to Francesco Valagusa. Francesco has the ball in the box, looks to make a move, turns the corner, crosses it into the middle, and it's in the goal. That's an own goal. Francesco Valagusa passed it into the middle, and I'm pretty sure that it went off the foot of a BC player. The score is now 3-0. Francesco Valagusa did a great job of coming around the corner, put a hard pass into the middle, and it looked like a BC player trying to block the ball, touched it into the net.
Arlington goal by Max McCursey.
Max McCursey has been credited with that, so that may have been what happened. It happened so fast I could not tell. This ball is up in the air. Phineas Santello is running to it. He's got a foot on it, puts his head to it. And Max McCursey gets that one going the other way. Francesco Valagusa sends the ball up to Phineas Santello. He's in the box. He's looking for help. He's got the ball. Gets that ball off. Oh, and unfortunately is called for letting it go out of bounds. There's times that that player gets to the box so quickly, nobody else is there with him. Lloyd Cleary uses his speed here, takes the ball forward and puts it off of a BC player. So with 27 minutes left in the first half, Arlington with a strong 3-0 lead. Francesco Valagusa again down the corner. He's been doing some nice work today to put pressure on the BC players, and he will get a corner kick for his efforts. This ball comes in. The keeper touches it out. Max McKersey fights for it. Still on it. And takes a shot. Good for him. Keeper's on that. But great job by Max to stay on that ball. And now he needs to get back on his defensive side, because with a 3-0 lead, always good to have your defenders where they belong. Nice job by Clint Garrahan to break that up. Arlington has brought some energy to this game today, and I believe their spirits have been buoyed by the fact that they've got a 3-goal lead. Not something that they've enjoyed much lately as they play in the tough Middlesex League.
Subbing in goal, Ryan McIntyre.
BC has brought in a new keeper. Another close play in front. Arlington does a good job of having a wall of players get in the way there. And Tommaso Valagusa sends this one long to the new keeper, who will pick it up. BC controls the ball here. They're passing back to their keeper, who sends this ball forward off the head of Phineas Santello. No handball called there, even though it was something that a number of players did seem to think happened. Lloyd Cleary on the ball now, gets it up to Miles Lehman. Nice job there by Adrian Black. And it will be a throw-in for Arlington. Throw-in by Clint Garrahan. Up to Mustafa Ayad. Does a nice job for fighting for the ball. And it will be a throw-in for BC High. I think Mustafa Ayad was surprised there wasn't a foul called on that one. This one off the head of Miles Lehman. Headed forward by BC. Adrian Black boxes out, and it goes out of bounds. This ball popped up in the air by Lloyd Cleary. BC puts a head on it. Tommaso Valagusa controls, despite being half on the ground. Gets the ball off. And nice job by Francesco Valagusa there. Touched the ball off of a BC player. Substitute coming in here, Thiago Gomes. Francesco Valagusa will take a rest. And Jeremiah Jacob Dolan has come into the game as a forward. Thiago Gomes is in for Clint Garrahan at left back. This ball popped up, and Arlington does a good job turning it around. Nice back heel by Miles Lehman up to Thiago Gomes. Thiago looks to cut it into the middle. Would have been good to send that one up to Jeremiah Jacob Dolan, I think. And it's a throw-in for BC. This one's on the ground. Popped up in the air. BC's on it. Adrian Black takes a strong step to the ball. Lloyd Cleary looks to clear it. That one a little bit sideways off his foot. And BC will have a throw-in. Miles Lehman on the ball here. Looking for Jeremiah Jacob Dolan as a target. The BC high keepers come far out of net. And good job by Jeremiah Jacob Dolan to stay on that. Max McCursey now. Up to, oh, no foul called. That player was all over the back of Mustafa Ayad. Adrian Black sends this one out sideways. So, with approximately 20 minutes left in the half, Arlington maintains its 3-0 lead. And on this, Ben Wasco will come and get the ball, despite the charging BC player, who I believe got a little bit of a verbal warning for his actions from the ref. Big punt Ben sends this one long. Phineas Santello not able to get his head on that. And Tommaso Valagusa trying to get this one out to the edge to Miles Lehman. And a couple of substitutes will be coming in. Miles Lehman will take a rest as Don Black comes in. And Lloyd Cleary will take a rest as number 1, Andreas Cuellar, enters the game. Thiago Gomes headed that one out of bounds, throw-in for BC High. Nice job by Adrian Black to stand in front of that shot. And this one, Ben Wasco was ready for, came in from a long way, had a chance, but is wide. Jeremiah Jacob Dolan gets his, oh, foul was called. Ball popped up in the air here by BC. And Adrian Black sends it out long. Don Black goes for this ball. Arlington maintains an advantage. Jeremiah Jacob Dolan on it. Slowed down, gets it to Tiago Gomes. Jeremiah is on the ground. And this ball knocked out of bounds. Jeremiah is up. He's moving around. This ball up to Phineas Santello. Phineas bounces off a couple of players, gets this ball up to Dom Black. Dom controls it in the corner. Back to Phineas. Phineas has the ball, chips it into the middle. Adrian Black pops this one up in the air. BC looks to control. Arlington needs to get numbers back. Tiago Gomes gets to this one. Adrian Black sends this out to Andreas Cuellar. Fight there in the middle. Andreas lost that on weight. And Max McCursey touches this one. Adrian Black is doing a great job hustling to get back on D. And that one sent out of bounds. And that's going to be a foul, probably a yellow card. Immediately a yellow card for a hard foul to the legs of Dom Black, Adrian Black. That was definitely not a clean play by the BC High forward, who seems very frustrated. And he will take to the bench. Hopefully Adrian is okay. He's been playing a great game, and he's been frustrating the BC players today. He's limping. Looks like he's going to be all right. I have a feeling he's going to need to put a cold pack on that. And we have a timeout here with approximately 16 minutes left, and Arlington holding on to a 3-0 lead. New players come into the game, number 15 for Arlington. I believe that may be Elon Sansgat. He has not had a lot of time this season. Phineas Santello here, back heels it forward. And foul called for a push there by Francesco Valagusa as he was going over. BC High is looking to put this in the box. And Tommaso Valagusa gets his head on it first, as he often does. Phineas Santello gets this right up to Francesco Valagusa. Francesco touches it out to Phineas. Phineas has the ball, back to Francesco. Francesco put that one off the head. Oh, and a kick called there on Francesco.
All right, calmo paisano.
BC players down. Having a hard time standing up, it looks like. Well, this game's going to run a little late on injury time. Big ball in here, bouncing around in the box. Still controlled. And now knocked out of bounds by BC. There's been a few skirmishes in the box. BC's had some opportunities, but credit to the Arlington defense. They have stood strong, put the bodies between themselves and the goal, and BC has not yet been able to score. Long kick by Tommaso Valagusa. BC player gets a head on it, knocks it out of bounds. Francesco Valagusa touches this one to Don Black. BC High player hits the dirt. That will be a foul called on Arlington. This ball comes in. Thiago Gomes looking to box out. Does a nice job there. Ball bouncing around now in the Arlington offensive half. Sent out. Big clear. And nice job by Elon. Who is substituted for Adrian Black. This ball up to Francesco Valagusa. Francesco was looking for Phineas Santello. Went off the back heel of a BC player. Peter Mitri sends this one back in. The wind will hold that up. Phineas Santello challenges. BC sends it out wide. Bounces hard off the BC player. And Don Black is able to turn the corner. He's got players in the middle. He gets the give and go. Touches it hard. And great job by Francesco Valagusa. Don Black touched it forward. Francesco, with a beautiful little chip, has put it into the back of the net, and that's 4-0 for Arlington. On this windy day here in South Boston. Nice homecoming for Coach Lance Yazio.
Arlington, Francesco Valagusa.
Nice homecoming for Coach Lance Yazio. This is his alma mater, BC High.
Yeah, nice.
And substitutes have come into the game, including number 14, Griffin Bloch. He's replaced Phineas Santello. Griffin on the ball there. Like to see him take a shot if he could. He drops that one off to Francesco Valagusa. Francesco out to Dom Black. Dom has two nice assists today to Francesco Valagusa. Nice job here by Tommaso Valagusa to stay on the ball. And it's still in bounds. And now off of Arlington. And with 9 minutes left in the game, Arlington enjoys a 4-0 lead. Mustafa Ayad here with the free kick. Sends it up and in. Griffin Bloch fights for it. Goes off of him, and it will be a throw in for BC. Arlington has an opportunity here to bring in some of its reserve players who have not had a lot of time. Emmett Foster coming onto the field right now. As well as I believe that's Charlie Sanders in the middle. Charlie on the ball. Griffin Blotch now. Bodied off the ball. Max McCursey sends this one forward. So I'm Mark Santello. I'm going to take a break now, and stepping in for me will be John Garrahan on commentary for ACMI Sports.
Well, I don't think I can really fill those shoes. Arlington has a healthy cushion in there. They are playing their bench right now, and they're in front of the net. BC goal kick. Griffin passing up front. Try to get a through ball. Lloyd Cleary and Mustafa are controlling the ball in the center. Nice overlap. And that was Tiago. And that is a corner kick, Arlington. Looks like the corner will be taken by Lloyd. No, not Lloyd. No, that was a corner tap, not a corner kick. And a cross pass, and cleared by BC. Arlington passes back to defense. Oop, and the defender stole that ball. Peter Mitri trying to make a play for it. Dangerous and physical in midfield. Peter Mitri clearing the ball to midfield. That was a handball, but not called. Arlington throw in deep in their own. Max McCursey. Tiago battling. BC throw in. Little under 5 minutes to go. BC would really like to get on the board. Arlington's defense has done a good job keeping them out. Cleared by Lloyd Cleary, cleared out to midfield. BC throwing. Andreas possessing. Ball turns. Heavy traffic. Well, Lloyd gets that last touch. He's so good at that. Trying to get it up to Griffin. Peter Mitri clears the ball well past midfield. Well pass, takes a bounce, getting back toward the box, headed back to the keeper. And it'll be a punt out to midfield. Peter Mitri again. Oh, nice touch by Griffin. Oh, nice touch by Lloyd too. Look at Lloyd do that. Oh, go Griffin, go Griffin. Oh, unlucky, unlucky. Nice try, nice try. And headed out. Throw in McCursey. Griffin touches, comes and takes it. Oh, he got to keep it in. He kept it in. Now the defender has got it and clears it out. They still just crossing midfield now. Oh, that was a nice move. And boom. Goal kick. Tom, who's the keeper now? Henry? Last. Throw in Peter Mitri. Throws to Griffin. Ooh. Another throw, Peter. Tries to throw to Lloyd. Lloyd takes another beating. And the new substitute Arlington keeper, Henry, picks the ball up. Punt to midfield. Arlington fighting to win the header. Griffin gets it. Arlington possession. Oh, and BC steal. Broken up by McCursey. BC possession. Broken up by Mustafa. BC possession still. Broken up again. Oh, back to BC. Wow, that was all Max McCursey there. And I'm trying for a through ball, and the defender makes a nice slide block on that. And Mustafa is playing back right now. Clears the ball to the sidelines. There's only about 2 minutes left. I think Arlington has decided it doesn't need to really attack at this point, and it's just trying to play the game out on defense. They send some balls along. That helps wear the clock out. Oh, giving chase. It's been a good team win for Arlington, and Lance has played everybody on the bench, I believe. And it's over. Arlington wins 4-0.